just outside the William Davies Sports Complex in Middle Township, just before National Night Out here. It's going to be a fantastic evening, not only here, but everywhere in South Jersey. Big thanks to Butch Hamer, who invited me down here for another year. Having a good time. Going to get to introduce Miss New Jersey. Going to be a fantastic evening. Hope you're having a good one, too. Let's start off our broadcast with our July in review. You know, the first half of the month wasn't all that much above average. In fact, it was below average. But then we had that 8-day heat wave, and you see those stats there from that heat wave. That brought us to about 3 degrees above average at Atlantic City International Airport. But over at the marina, temperatures just about seasonable for our July here. Now, we take a look at our precipitation. You see that we did have some spits and spatters, including that 3.15 inches on the 25th of July. But overall, we are dry here, and in Cumberland, Cape May, and as well as Atlantic counties, we're at least 25% below average. Ocean County as a whole, at least 50% below average. Now, let's take a look at our high temperatures for your Tuesday here. We got up to 91 in Lower Township, and, you know, we were in the 90s in most places inland here. Taking a look over at the shore, we ended up getting up into the 80s, so we had Ship Bottom at 89, Atlantic City at 83 here. So it was a day in the 90s inland, and it does look like as we go forward in time, we're going to be talking about more 90s here across the area. In fact, let's show you what we have for the next 7 days here. 90s for our Wednesday, our Thursday, and our Friday. That would be our third heat wave of the year. 3 or more days with temperatures at least in the 90s. And it's going to be humid at that. You know, dew points are going to be in that sticky 70-degree range, even up to 75 once we get to Thursday, and that'll continue throughout the weekend, even though temperatures will go down into the upper 80s on Saturday. But let's look at Thursday here, because that's going to be the peak of our heat. See those heat indices over 100 degrees as you make your way inland, and I think the peak will be right about 105 in many places inland as we go into our Thursday. You see that sea breeze leaf at the beach. Watch out for those water temps, because we could have a good amount of upwelling. Water temps could be back to around 60 degrees, and we were there a decent number of days during July. All right, let's take a look at our future cast as we go into our next couple of days here. You see, as we go into our Tuesday, we're talking about just clear skies as we go into tonight and into our Wednesday as well. We're going to be remaining clear, and we're going to be remaining fairly sunny as well, so no rain to talk about here. It's really until Thursday that we start to see some cloud cover flare up. In fact, let's get you over on our map here to about 9 o'clock. You see a couple of clouds, perhaps a shower inland. I don't have it in my forecast, but low risk for that. And then as we go into the evening on Thursday, staying mainly clear, it's really Friday that we start to see some showers and storms move on through the region. So for tonight, let's get you those numbers here. We are falling into the 70s. It's a clear sky. What you see now is what you get as we go into our evening. It's a pretty typical summer night. Temperatures just a little bit above average. You see us in the low 70s there. Average highs are usually upper 60s inland, right around 70 off the shore. And then for Wednesday, high of 90 inland. So as long as we get to 90 at ACY, we'll be talking about day 2 in the 90s. 82 over at the shores. Those winds do turn to the east. And then we have a look at your Wednesday night. We're going to be at or just above 70 degrees. So still staying on the at least seasonable to warmer side here with a clear sky to go around. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We'll get you home here. We are talking about 95 for our high temperature on our Thursday with a peak heat index of 105. Friday, we do look to stay in the 90s. Yes, we could be talking about some thunderstorms. They're not going to be until late in the day. I think you have a mostly dry day. The weekend, we do look for your pop-up PM showers and storms on Saturday. Sunday at this time, I'm going to say we are dry. I'm optimistically dry as high pressure just builds in enough to keep us dry. That could be a different story in Philadelphia, though. And over at the coast, you see us in the 80s throughout the next 7 days here. Overnight lows fairly seasonable in the low 70s. You do notice those upper 70s as we get into the middle of next week. I will say between now through about the middle of the month, through about the 15th, we're going to stay on the seasonable to warmer side here. Doesn't look like anything more than a day or so of below average temperature. So from here in Middle Township, I'm Meteorologist Joe Martucci. Have a great National Night Out, everybody. We'll be back with you on Wednesday morning.